and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Hot Toys Star Wars The Force Awakens Kylo Ren 1/6 scale figure. Now this is also known as MMS 320. That's the actual number of the figure itself. Now I'm definitely excited I actually was able to find this, and pick this up, Now I believe this is actually released in 2016 if I'm not mistaken, Really, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. And of course, this is based on the character that was in Star Wars The Force Awakens, which I have right here on Blu-ray. And yeah, so it's 27 times in the theater, literally that many times in the theater, So I'm going to just get into this right now. Now when I first got the Kylo Ren figure, he of course is actually inside this plastic bag that you actually have to slide off him, And this is how the actual box actually looks. So as you can see, there's an image of him on the cover, and I think that's an awesome cover. I think that's pretty cool. It says Star Wars MMS 320 Kylo Ren 1/6 scale collectible figure. And of course on the side it says Star Wars Disney, And then on the back, it shows the makers of this product too as well. And of course what you do is, when you get ready to open these, you just slide it on up like this. Just slide your box on up and voila, there it is. Now on the inside it has this little cool insert. This is another awesome image right there of Kylo Ren. And he has the First Order stormtroopers behind him. You can see an X-Wing up there too. And it says Star Wars MMS 320 Kylo Ren, Then that's another image. Awesome image, Then even this, you can actually take out too as well. So as you can see, this actually comes out too. As usual, they give you these are awesome inserts that you actually can put out, which I think is kind of cool. Now, of course, this is how the figure actually look on the inside too. All his accessories and so on. So I'm just going to get into this right now. Almost forgot to mention that the Hot Toys Kylo Ren figure does come with the usual instruction manual too as well. And these are helpful too if you don't know how to put the figure together or anything like that. It gives you an example, how to do it. Even an Asian writing where foreign language, to show you how to put this stuff together, So I think these are handy and always good for keeping around, if you get kind of confused with how to do the figure, One of the first things I want to talk about with the Kylo Ren is this actual display base. So as you can see, this is how it comes, and it has this tape on it, I guess to keep from getting dirty, or fingerprints on it. But as you can see, this is how it looks, And it says Star Wars Kylo Ren right down the front. Then of course you have to take the actual stand thing right here, which is adjustable. I know my Luke Skywalker's like this. Then you just fit it right inside the slot right there for the stand. I know sometimes these can be kind of hard, so I'm gonna see. I might loosen this up. And once it's through, that's how the actual stand, as you can see, actually looks, Then I can actually just sit the Kylo Ren figure right on top of this. Now I just want to show this is how Kylo Ren looks when you actually get him out the packaging. He has all this tape and stuff on that you actually have to remove from him, So I just take all that off and get into the figure. Now as you can see, there's the Hot Toys Kylo Ren figure. So what I'm going to do is Force Awakens, What I'm going to do is just measure him right quick. And it looks like he's about he's about 13 inches, and I don't even have him on the stand, but he's 13 inches. Alright, so I guess what I'll do first is just talk about the look and articulation of this figure. There's no question the detail and the likeness to Kylo Ren is just awesome on this figure. This really does look how you look, And I like this material being just fabric type cloth material that is just awesome. You can see he does have on a bunch of layers of clothing, I think that's cool. Even like the way this actually is real, like on the back of them, you know, that is just awesome. Like the way it's like hood is, it's like actually like tattered, like it looks like rough and like raggedy, like I think that is just very awesome looking. Even like on Kylo Ren's like shoes, you know, you can see the I think the Hot Toys logo too as well. Even like his gloves are nicely done, you know, I think that's kind of cool, you know. Another thing I think is awesome about this too, that's no reason why I would have preferred this version of Kylo Ren, is you actually can remove like his hood right here, as you can see. So you can see like his head, like his helmet underneath. And it's like battle damage too. I think that's awesome. I didn't even know he had that many like scars on his helmet like in the film, you know. I didn't even know that. You can see right there, that's not even tried to shoot at him, you know. I think that's kind of cool, all like the scars on his helmet. Even right there in the front, you know, that's awesome. Look, I didn't know that it was actually that battle damage, you know. Now his head can still be like turned like, you know, left, right, you know, it can tilt, you know, and so on like that. You can look up, you know, kind of look down somewhere, but not too much, you know. Then, of course, you know, you can actually just put the hood right back over him too if you want. So there's no question I have them probably displayed sometimes with the hood off or with it on. And it also has like a bendable wire, that wire frame in the hood, because you actually can bend like the hood in any kind of way that you want on a Kylo Ren. So I think that's kind of cool, you know. Now his arms, they can go up like that. So as you can see there those. You can bend them at the elbow. He does seem to be pretty loose too, you know. He seems to be pretty loose. Hands have rotation in them. Of course, you can do it, give him a split. And I like this material. This material is just awesome. Like even this way, how this is, you know. Now it doesn't feel like there's like no bendable wire in this, you know. But it just feels so awesome. I think that's cool. That Kylo leg can go up too as well, so you can like lift it up, you know, like that, and give him a kick, you know, get a kick out. Feet can rotate too as well, you know. The knees can be bent, so he has good articulation, you know. He's very loose too. I'm surprised at how loose he is. He seems to be very loose, you know. Another thing I too notice is like his shoes. When you look at them closely, there's like this brownish like color on them, or it's like reddish, you know, right there on the shoes, just to get that a shot, you know. You also have the section right there for putting his lightsaber right there if you want, like on his belt. So I think it's kind of cool too. It looks like this is removable too, but I'm not gonna bother. You actually can take that belt off, but I just leave it there, you know. But yeah, I think this is an awesome figure. I'm very happy about getting this one. Another thing I want to touch on too is that Kylo Ren has all these layers of clothing underneath. Like he has this right here. If you lift that up, he has like another like skirt type material right here too as well. Then if you lift that up, he has on the material that he actually had on like on I think the Last Jedi, I think it was. The main clothes that he was wearing throughout most of the film, he actually has that material on. So all that was really underneath him, you know. Then he actually has like another layer of clothes right there too as well. So he has like a lot of clothes like on him, you know, just to give that an example. Now what I want to do is talk about the actual accessories that come with the Hot Toys Kylo Ren figure. Now as you can see right here, he has like 5 hands. Right here that you have. He has like a force push type hand right here, as you can see. So I probably have him with this hand. And he also has like a 2 like fisted hands. Here's like a left fist hand. Then he also has like a right fist hand, like closed fist, you know. Then he has like I guess you could say these are like gripping hands, like a left and right gripping hand. No question, probably for his lightsaber, you know, because he really doesn't have that much. Another thing I think is pretty cool about this figure too is he actually has like this zipper right that you actually have to pull down, you know, to actually take his hand off, or they even take his arms. I think that's kind of cool, you know, that they have like a working zipper there. And I think it's mostly for like the arm, because you know he has that light up feature. The next accessory I want to talk about the Hot Toys Kylo Ren figure is his actual lightsaber. Now I know they also call this like cross guard lightsaber, but as you can see, this is it. This is how it actually comes throughout the packaging. I like how it still has that like got a jagged type look to it, because you know he's using like a damaged kyber crystal, and that's why it actually is protruding like the way it does. Like it actually shoots out at the ends too as well. Cause even though you can see it looks kind of like jagged like. Oh, so that was kind of cool the way his lightsaber was. See, there's Kylo Ren with his lightsaber in his head. That's awesome. So that's really cool, you know. So there's no question I'll be just spam like this, or even without it, you know, and so on, you know, or hanging. Now another thing with the lightsaber. Now of course, you know, you can take this out, you know. So what you do is actually come up here right here, and I think you just twist it out. As you can see, it comes on out. Then this is kind of interesting. You take it out on the sides too, so that's kind of cool, you know. So you actually have like three blade pieces that actually that you actually have to put into the saber. So I think that's kind of cool, you know. And of course, you know, here's the actual just handle itself right here, you know, with a hilt. Nicely detailed. It's awesome getting to see what it actually looked like too. You know, you even see the wire that actually makes it cut on and stuff. That's kind of cool. And this is where you actually hook it at on like Kylo's like waist, that like little hatch thing right there. So I'm gonna get out a demonstration. What you do is you take Kylo Ren right here, and you can select his right here on the side. There's like this slot thing, and that's of course, you know, where you actually put his lightsaber. So what you actually do is just take this right here and just like slide it onto that like little slide thing right there. So let's see if I can do it. Yep, it actually goes on pretty easy too. I had no trouble with. So as you can see, you can actually just leave his saber like just hanging right there, and there's no question I have him displayed like that. At times, you know, he has it hanging on him like that. Now the last thing I want to mention about the Kylo Ren Hot Toys figure is he actually does come for, they give you 4 pegs. As you can see, like if he actually broke, you know, they give you like 40. So then you got 4 of those if you like actually broke like a peg, if you changed like a hand or arm. So I think that's kind of cool. Then of course they actually give you these 3 like batteries right here, and of course these are for the light up accessory feature that comes with a Kylo Ren, where you actually can light up his lightsaber, you know. And this is the arm where you have to actually do that, you know. So you have to actually do is actually unscrew that and put the batteries in and put the light on. I'll give a demonstration. I still haven't been taking the arms off. I'm kind of nervous about damaging my figure, you know, but I'll still actually show this though real quick. I actually managed to change the batteries. I mean, put the batteries inside the light up feature, and as you can see, that's how it is. It's actually a very, very bright light, you know. Sorry if I'm blinding anyone, you know, but they have like the switch for it right there too, where you actually like cut it on. It's right there. But yeah, as you can see, that's how it is. It's like an infrared light. Then what you actually do is take your lightsaber like blades, like the pieces. Then you would just stick this in, you know. And what you do is actually just cut it on. As you can see, there it is. Now I could actually get this more light, you know, but this is actually just giving like a demonstration of how it looks, you know. That is an awesome little feature to have, you know, if you want to actually be messing around with the arm and stuff, you know. Okay, there's the Hot Toys MMS 320 Kylo Ren figure, 1/6 scale Kylo Ren figure. Of course, you know, this is from like Sideshow Collectibles. Now, of course, this is based on Star Wars The Force Awakens right here, which I have on Blu-ray. And I saw this 27 times in the theater. I really did see that many times, like in the theaters, you know, when it was released, you know. And I also have the other 2 films, like in the sequel trilogy too, as well, like The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker too. And of course, I have the whole Star Wars like film series period. But yeah, this is an amazing figure. I would definitely recommend picking this one up. You know, I'm glad I was actually able to find this one. You know, I'm surprised I did. And this is part of the version of Kylo Ren that I would have preferred myself, you know, because he's just awesome. I like how he has like his hood, like his cloak on it. You can take it off to it. So I guess if anything, but this was kind of released very close to when the movie was actually out, if I'm not mistaken. I think within like a few months when The Force Awakens was actually released, you know, it would have been cool if they actually gave us like an alternate head of Ben Solo, like his actual head, you know, like Adam Driver's like like, actually like alternate head. That'd have been cool if we had like a head with him. But I guess it would have been kind of confusing how they would do that. Because he actually got damaged. Like if you haven't seen the film, spoiler, he kind of got like a scar like in his face kind of towards the end of the film, from a ray had sliced him. So that kind of would make sense, why they probably didn't do it, because then we would need actually two alternate like faces, like a regular face, but then a face with like a scar on, so I guess it's probably just left that alone. And this is cool, there's no question. I think this is awesome. I like how it looks, like the clothing on it, it feels good. I like how it looks, his lightsaber is awesome. And I do kind of like that he doesn't have too many accessories, he's like simple, and his stand is not overly like wide. I think that stand is nice too, it doesn't take up that much space. So I'm definitely looking forward to have some fun with this figure. But I would definitely recommend picking this up. So this is the Hot Toys Kylo Ren, where you can say Force Awakens Kylo Ren 1/6 scale figure. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. Look how old you've gotten. Dun, 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 dun.